The 2021 calendars, wildlife calendars, are now available. We've been doing the calendar since 1985. It was designed as a calendar not only to promote our wildlife passion that we have in West Virginia and to provide some artwork and showcase some of the great talent we have in the state of West Virginia, but it was also developed to provide information to our enthusiasts that may not typically be available. It's a one-stop shop to get information on where to go hunting, when to go hunting, when's the best time to fish. It's got interesting information out there on some really cool native wildlife facts that may be available that most people may not know. It'll list some events that we got going around the state that may be something that you'd like to attend. We highlight things that are going on at state parks. We also have some really cool feature articles in there this year about research efforts that's going on, as well as recruitment opportunities or events around the state that you might want to bring your kids to. People buy the calendar because just of the artwork. In addition to the artwork, there's a little bit of write-up about the artists as well as some information about the natural history of our featured species for that month. We have a lot of individuals that will use this as a kind of like a day planner, and they want to know, when do I need to buy my license? Last day is to buy my license. And so that information is a reminder that, you can put their little smiley face on the first day of buck season, and okay, I'm going to be there on the first day, and I need to call so-and-so to get permission, or I need to get my license ahead of time. And there's also information on when to hang your hummingbird feeders, or when to take down your hummingbird feeders, or when certain species may be migrating through West Virginia that you may not be aware of. There's some really cool facts on what kind of animals we do have, and things about native species that you may not know. So it has something there for all of our wildlife enthusiasts, whether you hunt or whether you fish, or if you're one of the many, many people out there who just love wildlife and have it around, a big enthusiast. There's something in there for everybody. It was developed to create a funding source for our non-game program, and we did that by working closely with our wildlife artists around the state. And there's information on how you can find out more about other wildlife artwork that they may have available. It also has some really interesting things in there, like what's the best time to go fishing. Moon phases, if you're really in the moon phases, if you're really a serious hunter and you want to know if you're really trying to follow the rut or patterns of certain animals and activity, there's information on the moon phases, and that may help you out, may make you more successful. Each year we submit our artwork, not just the artwork, but also the whole calendar into national competitions. Every year we're either getting a gold or silver or some type of national recognition that we've got a calendar in West Virginia that's like no other that's out there. People have been buying it for Christmas gifts a long, long time. There are people that make it tradition to hand it down to their kids, and now their kids are giving it to their grandkids. It's becoming like the perfect stocking stuffer for $10. I mean, you can't beat it. I mean, if you're looking for something and it's last minute shopping, and if you can't make it out, you can go online and buy one for $15. They are $10 at several retail businesses we have around the state. So if you have a favorite local bookstore or state park or a place that you like to go to and they're open, go for it. It's going to be there. If you don't know exactly what retail businesses, all that information is online. And if you're online and you don't want to go to one of our retail businesses, $15 this year is a flat fee. We're charging a promotional fee, a reduced rate for those online sales, because we understand a lot of fairs and festivals are not open this year, and that's where we sell majority of these calendars. So the money we generate from the sale of the wildlife calendar goes specific to our non-game program. And that's funding a program that typically is not supported by hunting and fishing license revenue. We rely on the sale of calendars to support our programs. So if you've ever been to a state park and you've seen one of our biologists there with wildlife examples, with a snake demonstration with live snakes, that program is paid for out of the funds from the calendar. If you've ever been to a school or have a kid that's involved in school and they're doing an educational box that's provided by the DNR, that educational box that we provide to science teachers around the state of West Virginia came from funds received from the sale of the calendars. If you've been involved in any volunteer groups such as the Master Naturalist program, where we actually go out and we do work at state parks around the state, doing educational programs or doing habitat improvements, those programs are funded from proceeds from the sale of the calendars. The money we get stays in West Virginia. It actually goes probably back into the schools and back into our educational programs more than any other program we have.